Nigeria Labour Congress President Ajaero has reaffirmed his commitment to fighting for the implementation of the new minimum wage signed by President Bola Tinubu. Ajaero made this vow after being questioned by the Nigerian Police Force's Intelligence Response Team over alleged terrorism financing and criminal conspiracy. Undeterred by the police invitation, Ajaero emphasized that the NLC will press on with its struggle for workers' welfare, including the swift implementation of the minimum wage. He expressed gratitude for the solidarity shown by NLC members and affiliates, stating that they will not be distracted from their mission. So do you have something to say about this now?
What I have to say is that Nigeria has become a banana republic. Yes, Nigeria has turned into a banana republic. We are a citizen because he's holding one office or the other. When he's been alleged of complicity, we now use his office to muzzle out the government. So this is us. This is who we are. That is why I told you in one of the discussions we have, I said the leaders are what the society turns out. Because of the inaptitude of the government, and how the governments and those who make the laws and those who enforce it and those who also interpret the laws, the judiciary, without any atom of or an iota of conscience, do as they like. There are court pronouncements that are conflicting. The police they are doing their own. The presidency is there buying jets. Irrespective of what Nigerians are going through, the lawmakers are there only to pass the national anthem, which does not put food on the table of Nigerians. And now when this man is accused, what did he do? He mobilized his people, which we saw Saraki do when he was the Senate president. Anytime he's going to the court, when he was indicted for not declaring his assets,
yes.
He will be going to court, and the Senate will just close shop and follow him to the court of solidarity. Now they have taught Ajaero, after he was beaten in Imo State, now they have devised a means to protect him, because in Nigeria, if you don't show gara, the government will not respect you. Now he has found a way, NLC has found a way to hold the government to the jugular with this struggle about minimum wage. And now, because he demanded and took the government to the cleaners during the negotiation of minimum wage, they are now finding a way of rubbing him in. And today, he has also turned around to hold the government to the jugular. That's what we see in Nigeria, Wendy.
Okay, King. What do we see in Nigeria?
There is this issue of hesitancy tendencies when it has to do with implementation of proposals, implementation of wages, implementation of our laws, and even in our judiciary system. And again, there is this lack of unification between the sub-states and the national government. If you ask me, upon assumption of the the incumbent president of Nigeria, he said subsidy is gone. And we all know the economic implication of that. Now, we have approved 70,000 naira minimum wage. The 70,000 minimum wage, let me retrospect you now to that of the 30,000 naira minimum wage. Do you know that there are some states, even as I speak to you, that is not even paying the 30,000 naira minimum wage? And some governors has outrightly, categorically stated it that what they have in their states, what they derive from the FAC, cannot pay the 70,000 naira minimum wage. Now, the issue now is, how do we live to meet up this thing? And actually saying the struggle will continue. The struggle will continue, Wendy. The struggle will continue because such states who are saying that they are unable even to pay 30,000 naira, go to their government quarters, see how they set up their cabinet. You will see a House of Assembly member will have not less than 10 to 20 orderlies. Media aid will be up to 100. A governor will have up to media aid. You see about 5,000 media aid. This SSA is about 1,000.
Without offices.
That's exaggeration.
Without offices.
That's exaggeration.
No, they don't have offices. I don't know if you have gone to the National Assembly before or State House of Assembly here. You see, or go to the government house and see how their SAs and the SSAs are just on the corridor. They're just on the payroll, doing practically nothing, contributing nothing to the progress and the governance of a given state.
Now, let me finish.
I think they have roles to play.
Hold on. They have
Nigerian governors take advice from those advisors.
I'm a very useful youth of this nation.
Okay.
And I'm politically conscientized and sensitized.
Okay.
We have people who these things are being given in a kind of compensation.
Of course.
These offices are being allocated without portfolio. Some of them, they will write their name.
Just write your account number, your name.
But
at the end of the month, they send you money now.
Who leave their house on Monday morning, leave their house on Tuesday morning, leave their house till Friday. Some even has extracurriculum activities they even do against what that is being stated in the appointment letters. Some even work, some directors work on Saturdays. Some work even on Sundays in their house. Then these persons are not being paid the 70,000 minimum wage. Now, the 70,000 minimum wage cannot even, hold a family of 5, 6, the spending wages we have in the country. So I expect the government to do us the favor by reducing the cost of governance, by reducing the cost of frivolities they make. Traveling from one place to the other cannot solve our problem. You hear them saying the Nigerian citizens should pacify, we should sacrifice. How can a man who is taking home plus and minus 20 to 21 million naira in a month then will not have the guts to tell you that the country is in a good shape? Those who are saying that there is hardship in the country are those who are sabotaging the effort of the current administration. For crying out loud, there should be uncommon sincerity among those our employees, those who employ, to us who are their citizens. They should put us first.
Okay.
Wendy, yes, please. I know that we are out of time, but Wendy, to buttress this, bad governance did not start in Nigeria today. It is just because Nigerians have been boxed to the point that their bellies are beginning to turn them, that we are crying out about bad governance. Bad governance started when insecurity enveloped Nigeria. When many states, it was just last year, those governors that are serving now, that just had their 1 year in office, that most of them have started paying 30,000 minimum wage in some of the northern states. They were paying teachers. A teacher will go to school and go home with 12,000 naira. Partly 12,000. Go and make your investigations. So bad governance did not start today. Nigerians are crying bad governance now because they cannot afford food to eat. And what has kept us citizens where we are is always being sentimental, being sectionalized. The political class has devised a means to bacanize us. What they do is that when they want to come together and share our common patrimony or our common purse, what they do is that, irrespective of religion and ethnicity, they come together. But when it comes to the masses, they use ethnicity and religion to divide us and tear us apart. But hunger, according to P2B, does not know ethnicity, does not know your color, does not know your political party, does not know your race or your religion. The hunger is a father or mother to no one. So what are we saying is that bad governance has been in Nigeria, and it is the decadence and the in-depth of it is the fallout of what we are suffering today, where we allow non-state actors to take over our states, take over our farmlands, rape our sisters and our mothers, and kidnapping became the order of the day in a nation that has government. That government should be for the welfare and security of the people, and the citizens will be taken in their numbers. Look at the adoption of the health students. The doctor, have they been recovered?
No. Funny enough, sorry to cut you. The federal government now has not even come to enforce the policy that no work, no pay to the medical doctors. people who are out of the street to canvass support for the security agencies to come up to stream to bring out these persons, these kidnappers, these miscreants who has held this innocent woman into captivity for years. Now the federal government are now saying, if this strike continue, we will left with no option than to, enforce no work, no pay policy. But has that
it is also the same federal government.
As long as I would like to,
it is also the federal government that with fiat approved a rise in pay for judges. Well, it is in the same country that NLC are still struggling for there to be implementation of part 70,000 naira in the Nigerian state.
Sadly, this is where we wrap it up on this edition of ATN Saturday on Atlantic Television Network. Thank you so much, Ugochukwu, for being on the show. Thank you. Hope to have you here again.
We'll not be tired of talking Nigeria. And hence our forefathers, those who came before us, the likes of Delegiwa and his co did not succumb. We'll continue to be here to speak Nigeria until we get the desired result. Windy.